It was supposed to be a quiet year, with BTS members gradually finishing their military service and Jungkook only recently discharged in June 2025. Most fans expected the golden magne to slowly ease back into the spotlight. But instead, he did something no one expected. He took over the world again. .in Forbes Korea's highly competitive 2025 Global Festival fan poll. Jungkook didn't just win. He crushed the competition, raking in 45.8% of the global vote. He outpaced other massive K-pop names like IU, Jennie, Jimin, and even global solo acts with active releases. The most shocking part, he didn't release a single new track this year. He didn't headline a festival. He wasn't even promoting. Yet somehow, Jungkook, fresh out of uniform, quiet on social media, and months removed from his last solo activities, was crowned the ultimate festival king. How does someone dominate a fan-driven festival poll without lifting a mic? The answer lies in what fans now call the Jungkook effect. Even during his enlistment, Jungkook's influence refused to fade. His 2023 album Golden continued to chart throughout 2024. His Spotify streams held steady, with monthly listeners barely dipping. Old live stages resurfaced on TikTok. His iconic Calvin Klein photo shoots were reposted like they were brand new. In short, Jungkook didn't need to be seen to be remembered. One fan tweeted, "It's not about promotion, it's about presence." And Jungkook's presence is permanent. When Forbes Korea quietly opened voting for the Global Festival Fan Favorite 2025, it didn't take long for ARMY to notice. What followed was a campaign unlike any other. Voting guides in 20-plus languages, retweet chains, and hourly reminders fanbase alliances across continents coordinated power voting days, where hundreds of thousands clicked at once despite competing against idols with active fan events, concerts, and multiple comebacks. Jungkook's fans outvoted them all. Even more remarkable, this movement wasn't fueled by new content. It was powered by memory, loyalty, and love. One fan captioned their vote post, "We waited for him in silence. Now, the world will hear us." To some outsiders, the result is baffling. Why would fans vote for someone who's been away? But if you understand Jungkook, it makes perfect sense. His voice resonates globally, crossing language barriers. His visuals are iconic, clean, elegant, unfiltered. His personality is a rare mix of humility and quiet confidence. His connection with fans isn't transactional, it's emotional. That's why every time he breathes online, whether through a selfie, a comment, or a Weverse post, the internet stops. This one was never about popularity. It was about loyalty and legacy. And Jungkook's legacy? It's only just beginning. Now that Jungkook is officially discharged, all eyes are on what's next. Will he headline an actual global festival in late 2025 or 2026? Will this unexpected poll win push HYB to prioritize his solo promotions again? Will he ride the momentum into another era like Golden, or chart an entirely new sound? One thing's for sure, Jungkook's return to music might already be the most anticipated solo comeback in K-pop history. Industry insiders have hinted that HYB is preparing something major, possibly involving a new single, international media appearances, or a solo fan concert. And now, with this festival win, there's even talk of brand deals and main stage invitations from top-tier global music festivals like Coachella and Lollapalooza. Can you imagine Jungkook live on a global stage in front of 100,000 screaming fans? His fans already can a world obsessed with constant content. Jungkook proved that you don't have to be loud to be legendary. He didn't campaign. He didn't beg for votes. He simply existed, and the world remembered. From military boots to digital ballots, from silence to superstardom, Jungkook has done what very few ever manage. He turned absence into dominance. And now that he's back, the throne is his for the taking. Though Jungkook released Golden back in late 2023, its presence hasn't diminished. If anything, it's grown stronger during his absence. From Standing Next to You to 7 and 3D, his voice became part of fans' daily soundtrack, playlists, study sessions, commutes, and even coping mechanisms during the group's military hiatus. On TikTok and Instagram Reels, the hashtag Golden Challenge still trends intermittently. often sparked by creators discovering his older music or by dance influencers remixing his iconic performances. The lasting digital footprint of Golden played a huge role in his Festival King win. It reminded fans, and even casual listeners, why they fell in love with Jungkook in the first place. He gave us a masterpiece and left us wanting more. That's power. Comment from ARMY voting thread. July 2025, one of the biggest questions fans and media alike have asked is, how did Jungkook win a live festival fan poll when he hasn't even performed this year? Let's break it down. In July 2025, the poll included top-tier soloists like Jimin, who recently appeared in fashion campaigns and variety shows at IU, with a new digital single, Jenny, fresh from her appearance at Cannes and Paris Fashion Week. Taemin, who has returned with a new mini-album and international fan meet. Yet Jungkook, with zero new music and no appearances, outscored them all. Why? Because what Jungkook has isn't hype. It's not even just fame. It's gravity. His silence isn't absence. It's tension. And when he finally moves, the world shifts. This unexpected win is already being leveraged by fans and marketers alike. The phrase Festival King Jungkook has become a rallying cry across fandom spaces, YouTube thumbnails, and even unofficial merchandise. Some fans are even calling for a limited edition re-release of Golden with a Festival King bonus track, a special stage at Festa 2025 featuring live vocals and dance from Jungkook, global brand endorsements focused on outdoor performance gear, music tech, and even fragrances. Calvin Klein, are you watching? The momentum is there, and it's organic.
No payola, no scandal.
Just Jungkook's natural magnetism. If HYB is smart, they'll strike while the digital iron is hot. Behind every fan vote, behind every social media campaign, was longing. A longing for his voice, his smile, his energy. That's why the day Jungkook was officially discharged in June 2025, the world felt like it shifted just a little. He stepped out of the military quietly. No press conference, no spectacle. Just one Weverse photo with Jimin, both in uniform, captioned, "We are back." It broke the internet. Within 2 hours, Jungkook trended worldwide. Fans flooded the comments. He's really back. I can't believe I made it through. Now it begins again. The Festival King had returned. Now that Jungkook is back, the options are endless and overwhelming. Will he drop a surprise single by the end of summer, headline Festa 2025 with a solo stage, film season 2 of Are You Sure? With Jimin, and release a theme song, go on a world tour in 2026 before BTS's official reunion? Every option is on the table, and fans are ready to follow him wherever he chooses to go. Because if there's one thing this one has proven, it's this. Even when Jungkook is gone, he never truly leaves US. If Jungkook's 45.8% landslide felt effortless, that's because, for the most part, it was. Over the past decade, ARMY have refined a grassroots corporate-grade operation that would make many Fortune 500 marketing teams jealous. Discord hubs break down time zones so voting shifts run 24/7. Google Sheets track voter fatigue. Rest your thumbs after 30 clicks. Telegram bots ping reminders every hour. And when fatigue sets in, TikTok edits of Jungkook's golden era explode across FYPs to jolt morale with an emotional sugar rush. Yet none of it is paid.
No praises.
Just millions of strangers bound by a single sentence. Let's show him we're still here. In theory, any fandom could mimic the playbook, but in practice, only ARMY possess the one resource you can't download. Collective devotion forged by 7 years of shared victory and shared grief. When Jungkook reappeared in that July 1st OT7 Weverse Live, lip ring glinting, shoulder tattoo peeking beneath the loose white tee, Twitter went feral. Western tabloids screamed "bad boy era," while Korean talk shows pondered what it meant for idol purity standards. But look closer. Every piece of body art is a breadcrumb. The ARMY knuckle tattoo? A permanent love letter. The tiger lily on his forearm? A nod to his birth flower. Strength in silence. The constellation? 7 stars. Always aligned. Far from rebellion. The ink is a living diary. Quiet proof that the soft-spoken kid from Busan can write his own story on his own skin. Fashion houses know it, too. Rumor has it at least 3 luxury maisons pitched 2026 fragrance launches built around the scent of inked skin after rain. If true, Jungkook's tattoos aren't just art. They're multi-million-dollar assets. Scroll Western headlines and you'll still see the same cliches. K-pop heartthrob, babyface star, boy band sensation. Those labels ignore the obvious. He produces, choreographs, edits, designs. He's outsold many Western soloists without a full English album. He just won a global festival poll without a single new performance. The disconnect isn't malice, it's metrics. Western press often track chart positions and radio spins. Metrics Jungkook routinely eclipses online, not on FM dials. They miss the Twitch watch parties, the Roblox listening rooms, the Indonesian bus ads crowdsourced in 3 hours. They miss the fact that ARMY can weaponize any social platform within minutes because they don't just consume content, they engineer it. Until Western outlets switch lenses from Nielsen to TikTok soundbites, Jungkook will always look like a mystery, a TO ARMY. He's crystal clear.